When people land in this community of the law of assumption, spiritual law, conscious creation, no matter what you call it, it's all the same, right? Knowing who you truly are and creating the life that you want. That's what we're talking about. When people land in this community, they usually come with a problem. There is something that they want to change in their life or in themselves. So they usually come with a problem. Then they hear about techniques. So they start using techniques. But the problem is that for many, not every single person, but for most people, I would say, they start using techniques, but from the version of themselves with the problem. And while they are using the technique, they actually never leave the version of themselves with the problem. So they are still in the identity of being them with the problem, trying to use a technique to manifest what they want, but still from the problem state. And this is why then they have negative thoughts, all kind of negative opposite thoughts that scare them. And it scares them because of what? Because they're still thinking those things from the problem character, from the human character who has the problem. Because if they were thinking the same thoughts from the new self, from the new identity, those thoughts, they would not bother them anymore. So if your thoughts are bothering you, and by the way, I wanted to make this video because I'm receiving most of the questions that I receive are about thoughts, negative thoughts, bothering thoughts, and what to do with them. There are two reasons why you are bothered by your thoughts, and the third reason would mean you're not bothered at all by the thought. So number one, you are still triggered by your negative thoughts because you are still this person over here. You are still the person with the problem that you had to start with when you landed in this community. So you are still the person with the problem, and this is why when thoughts come up, it triggers you very badly. So that's one of the reasons you are so bothered by the thought, because you are still the person with the problem. Second reason why your thoughts are bothering you is that you are saying that you are in the state of being the person you want to be. You are saying you are identifying yourself with that person, but you're really not. So this is why the moment you have negative thoughts, boom, they really apply to you because you believe that you are here in your new personality, your new identity, but you're still there, still in the old with the problem. That would be the second reason why you are bothered by your thoughts. And the third reason is you are indeed in your new identity. You now identify with your new self, and the old one wants to grab you back, because that's what happens to most people changing who they are being. The old habits, the old self doesn't want to let go easily. That's why even the Bible says, right, the old man doesn't want to die. It's a known fact in this spiritual community. The old identity doesn't die easy because it wants to survive. So while you are your new self, but it's still recent, the old wants to pull you back and throwing at you all kind of old thoughts. In that case, do not be triggered. Because if you are triggered, it means that you believe that your old identity is stronger than the new one. And in that case, it will be, because it's going to be your assumption that, oh, my old identity must be stronger because you see, I have all those thoughts, therefore I'm more the old than I am the new. Instead, remember the decision that you have made. Once you have made the decision to be your new self, your new identity, to dwell in that new state of yours, well, be faithful to your own decision. You have decided this is who I am now, therefore the old thought can't bother me whatsoever because they don't even belong to me. This is all you have to do when you have negative thoughts coming up. Thoughts don't have any power. You know why? Because the power, the number one power is I am, is source. As source, your desire, your desires, they are granted from the get-go. The moment you have a desire, it's already yours. Now, your job as this human character is to identify yourself with the version of yourself who has whatever you want to have, who is whoever you want to be. And once you are there, once you know who you truly are, and you are sure that you are identifying with your new self, your new version, no thoughts have any power whatsoever. Thoughts are like, as I said in my last podcast, clouds going through the sky, and we look at them and we know that they will pass by and clear the sky and let the sun shine again. But if you are scared of your own thoughts, you are again coming back to this little human character thinking that the thought is bigger than you. But the thought can never be bigger than you in any way, shape, or form. Number one, it can be bigger than your I am. Once you know that you are God, what can be bigger than you? And it cannot even be bigger than your identity, what you identify with. Once you know that you identify with your wealthy you, for example, what do you care about having thoughts about being poor, lacking, or not being able to pay your bills? You know that those thoughts, they don't belong to you anymore. And they don't belong to you anymore because you are your new self. So next time you have negative thoughts, remember those things, right? Number one, am I triggered by my thoughts because I'm still my old self? And in that case, just decide right now that you are done with the old identity, that you are now the new person, the new one. Therefore, those thoughts can't affect you anymore. Or you are triggered by your thoughts because your new identity is still new to you. So you have that sensation of being pulled back to the old through negative thoughts. And lastly, when you know who you truly are, and all that you have to do is play the role as the human character, play the role of being the person that you want to be, then in that case, no thought will scare you whatsoever. As long as you are in this human body, anyway, playing a role as a human character, no matter what role you are playing, you are going to have thoughts that are not necessarily nice to have, right? Let's say you want to be wealthy. Do you think that millionaires and billionaires have only positive thoughts? No, but it has nothing to do with their identity of being wealthy, extremely wealthy, but they may have negative thoughts, right? So your thoughts don't determine who you are being, right? Whether you want to be in a relationship, whether you want to be healthy or wealthy or whatever, who you are being, who you identify with, have nothing to do with passing thoughts, whether they are positive or negative or neutral. They are just thoughts. They have no power. And once you know who you truly are, and that you are only playing a role, you're only playing a game here in the form of a human character, what do you care about those little thoughts? Trust me, they have no power. They can't do anything to you. All you need to remember again is who you truly are and identify with the person that you want to be. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you appreciated this video. Share it if you can, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.